Welcome in, beautiful souls. I just did a reading that was from your past over loved ones, and there was a group of 3 cards, and this is the other 3 cards that because they had brought out 6, and I didn't have enough room on my table, so this is the other group. So your past over loved ones were saying that they are helping you from the other side, and they want to tell you how they are helping you from the other side. They had showed me orbs, and they were sitting still, and then there were other ones zooming around and behind, and when I asked about it, they showed me teardrops or raindrops with faces in them, and the other orbs were like running around, and they were like talking to each other, and then they were running in, like zooming around in different directions, flying off in different directions. So they just asked me if I would come and do a reading, and when I got back, they asked me to bring out my animal oracle deck here, and they brought out 6 cards. Like I said, I couldn't do all 6 in one reading, so I did 3, and now I'm doing the other 3. So the black cat might be something very significant for you, and the octopus, as the last reading I did, it could relate. I'm not really sure. These 3 animals came out in the last readings as well, so I'm just going to begin from here. Welcoming group 1, part 2, I guess. Okay, so we're just going to begin here. All right, so they asked me to bring out one of these cards for you to, there's a message from your loved one here, and they want me to read at the end of the deck. This one. This one. Okay. Okay, so this is number 41 or 5, so that represents change. You could be going through a lot of change right now. See how this leopard's looking behind him. This could be something, your loved one could be wanting to help from the other side. They might be wanting to help clear up some old issues or something to that effect. Okay, so let's start with this here. Let's see here. Be a beacon, be an inspiration, light the way for others. You know, I think this could be your loved one on the other side. Look, and that looks like it's in a teardrop. You know, the dove represents the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I think you might be feeling left behind, maybe. Let's see here. Let's see what else we have here. Something about looking in the past or dealing with something in the past. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. You might not feel that way, though. Angels of the chakras. Power, truth, connection. You know, leopards are very powerful animals. Whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh. Love. Okay. Oh, there's 2 cards here. So we have love and longevity. Okay. The turtle came out in the first 2 groups, in the first part of the last group. The seahorse here, you know, seahorses, they are not meant to, they don't stay together for the forever, you know what I mean? They mate and then they separate. Little Cycles is on the bottom again. I started with Cycles with this deck here. You know, 23 also breaks down to a 5, which is all about change too. Longevity with the turtle. You know, this is something that you could be going through something really difficult. You know, see inner child on the bottom. I don't know. It's I think that there's something in your spiritual blind spot here. Like something's going on that you're not seeing, or you haven't acknowledged. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say, get busy at doing it. Oh, get busy and do it. There's another one here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. Some kind of protection here. Your loved ones are bringing protection. There's life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of giving, love-giving, life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that need to be healed. There's something here. Okay, let me just unwrap this card. I can't remember what it says on the... Okay, I'm going to pull this down here. This one I'll put up here. Okay, I think you're spending a lot of time looking behind you. There's something in your blind spot. Beauty. Okay. Put you up there. Yeah, long changes on the bottom too. A lot of change going on here for you. Look at that, and love on the bottom. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Okay, so your loved one, oh, there's forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, so I have a feeling this has, because you've lost your loved one, that you're struggling with, let's see here. Let's start with this here. Let's see what this says here. Guidance of the leopard. I have the strength to face this grief. I will find my peace again, one small step at a time. Okay, one small step at a time. Okay, yeah, this definitely has a lot to do with the love here. You lost somebody that you love deeply. Soul satisfaction. Yeah, that came out in that last reading too. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. Traveling lightly. simplify your life. And in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. You know, your loved one is bringing up about, you know, about your motivation and moving forward. And, you know, turtles, they're slow moving. And so are seahorses. Like, seahorses just go with the flow in the ocean. They can't fight the current. They're too small. They just let the current take them where they need to go, you know, to find food, to find a mate. Okay, what's this? Elementals, number 12. Nature spirits, the 4 elements. Boundaries. Grief, look at that. So you have the strength to face the grief, then you have the grief again. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You know, I think that this loss has become so overwhelming. The thing is, though, with loss, it does, I mean, it not just brings change, but it puts you on a whole different trajectory of life. You know, you're now on a whole different path that you never thought you would be on. You know, deep, immense pain and suffering actually opens us up to our more spiritual side. And a lot of times it's where we find our power and our truth. Look. And what does it say right underneath here? Your personal guide, guardian angel, spirit family. You know, they might have been your DNA family on this earth, but now they're going to be your spirit family and your guardian angel. And this is how you can connect with them again. You have the ability to connect with them again. They want to connect with you in their, you'll be able to speak to them. You'll be able to connect with them. You know, they're showing me this figure, the affinity sign on this again, and they brought that up in the last group too. You have to learn to flow with the energies, though. You need to learn to simplify things. I think you're making things complicated. This life energy here, the motivation, you need to want to do it, though. If you want to connect, you have to do a little bit of this healing and live through your heart space, like through the love. Because that's where your true power is going to be. That's where, like, your truth. That's where you'll be able to connect. You know, 38 breaks down to 11. 11 is a master number. Okay. I think that, what is underneath this again? What is this? Archangel Hanel. You know, the leopard's a very powerful, is a very powerful energy here. Yeah, I think you've really lost, oh, I just noticed that this is number 23 and that's number 23. What's this one again? 41, just another 5. So you have 555. That's a lot of change. You've gone through a lot of change. 31 breaks down to a 4, though. This is all about finding that balance, balancing these emotions, balancing this grief. They actually had me bring out a tree oracle card for this, for you here, for this leopard. Okay, what else do you want them to know here, Spirit? Infinite confusion. Okay. All right. It's the emotions that are causing this confusion. Okay, yeah, they have grounded here, and I was just talking about how the balance with this animal, and this animal is, you know, they're well grounded. They can, you know, climb trees. They actually haul their prey, like their kills, into a tree. Okay, you know, and here with the boundaries, this is also about doing some grounding here, right? Okay, maybe this is where you need to start. Is there something else here? Grounded again, no joke. It'll help you prosper. Okay, there's some kind of illusion here. They want you to align. Okay, all right. So your loved one is saying here that with this boundaries card, I get the feeling that you're just being really, like, I don't mean to be like harsh, but maybe you're being like a little like headstrong. You're going through a lot of confusion. Soul satisfaction. I'm pretty sure here, I'm not pretty sure, I'm actually very sure here that seeing through the illusions, oh, see these, oh, the nature spirits, the 4 elements, I think they need you to understand about the illusions that we've been brought into, because you have like the 7 chakras. If you align all your chakras here and bring in this balance and this new foundation, you're going to be able to connect with your loved one. You know, because they're talking about, you know, aligning here, and then they brought out a line. Yeah, vibration again. It's imagination. Yeah, I mean, maybe you always thought that this was your imagination. Your loved ones are actually giving you some kind of, they're leaving you messages somewhere, somehow. But you think it's your imagination. It's not your imagination. Whatever they're leaving for you. It's leaving you confused, though. Infinite. I can't find the right words to express that. Hold on, let me just grab. Okay, let's see here. How they express this word here, infinite, and it comes right out on like the guidance of the leopard. I have the strength to face the grief. I will find my peace again, one small step at a time. And it comes right on the love, the seahorse. And it says here that it's limitless, timeless, that which is infinite, your soul, the universe, love, energy. How do I connect with the infinite potential and wisdom within and around me? So that's what they're saying here. Like, with this love that you have lost, you're going to be able to connect. You're definitely going to be able to connect with them. You have it in you. You have the ability in you. Yeah, it's your emotions. Your emotions are preventing you, though. They are leaving you clues, is what I heard. They're leaving you messages. They're leaving things. They're leaving things for you, and you're the only one that's going to recognize them. I don't know what those are, though. Okay, I'll bring one of these truth oracles here. Home, refuge, belong, haven. They're doing something in the home? Are they moving things? Are they leaving things for you? Or you're finding things in the home that remind you of them? You know, come out on exhibit. The word exhibit really stuck out. So there could be something that you found in a cabinet or something. Divine timing. Drinks. I wonder if you're seeing orbs. Divine intervention. Are you seeing, I wonder if there's something going on with light here. I wonder if it's happening in the home. I wonder if with this drinks here, I wonder if that's why I think you're imagining things. Because it's liquor, coffee, tea, or water. You know, if you're drinking liquor on your hard days, it could be what's making your emotions become overwhelming. Also, you could be seeing things and thinking that it's your imagination. You have the divine intervention here. The karma, the catalyst. You know, karma is not about to punish you. Karma is about lessons to teach us. You know, oh my God, look, and romance is on the bottom, look. Yeah, you really lost somebody that you loved a lot because, you know, you have love here, and then you have romance here. Okay. Good grief. Okay. I saw the card resolution. There's going to be some kind of resolution. Self-expression. The peacock. Okay, what's going on here? Change again. No joke. The challenge. Yeah, it's a lot of challenges for sure. You know, these are all the chakras too, right? They're talking a lot about aligning those chakras. Is there another card here? I feel like there's another card here. Hold on. What's this? Success. You're going to have success connecting with elementals and there's like a divine intervention coming in here for you. Purpose. Look, I wonder if they're showing you, I wonder if your loved one's showing you turtles. And I was thinking that too here when I was looking at this turtle. I was thinking, I wonder if your loved one's showing you turtles. Okay, let's bring out a couple. Okay, let me bring out a couple of these. Let's see here. There's something here. Money and value. You know, they brought out this in here. They brought out the thing of money, and I just shoved it back in. There's the card home again. Abundance is your birthright. The Hierophant and the Empress. Okay, so there's something, you know, but it says here traveling light here, but then, you know, the money and value, it's bringing some kind of confusion though, because, you know, the second house is about your self-worth, right? I mean, it's also about like money. The fifth house, pleasure, yeah. Create the life filled with joy. Yeah, look at this. And then it has the ninth house with purpose. Again, it's about your personal growth. This is, you know, this is what I was saying, like karma. This is what it's about. It's not about to punish you. It's about, you know, learning lessons and personal growth, right? So, you know, the ninth house is also about the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot deck, and the Wheel of Fortune is the fate. I noticed that they wanted me to bring out the tree deck for this, and I see the trees here at this purpose. So you have Taurus, and you have Sagittarius. And you have Leo. Fifth house with Leo. Okay, notice how they have you know, they have music notes here, and it comes out on drinks. So, you know, finding some pleasure, maybe getting out of the house. Okay, let's bring a few tarot cards, and then let's see. That elaborates more here. Oops. Okay. The Magician on the bottom. You know, this is about the four elements, right? This is mastering the four elements. You master these four elements with these elementals. If you master this, then, I was thinking about that when I was looking at that it'll help you connect to your loved one. Yeah, it's a change again on the Death card. Yeah, moving on. And this is a lot of pain, yeah. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. This is about finances. Yeah, look at this. You're going through a lot of grief here. The King of Pentacles. Or the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. Yeah. This is you're still going through a lot of this grief here. Yeah, I really think you feel abandoned and left to survive it. Okay, you master it though. The Queen of Cups, that's these emotions. Yeah, moving away from this energy. It's not going to be easy. And then you have the Hierophant too. And you know, this card here is, it's all about your beliefs here. Okay, the Hierophant. Yeah. Yeah, I think you feel like you haven't, okay, and then you got the Star. The Star is all about the hope. I think you feel like you've been abandoned by your faith or something. Especially with the Hierophant here, because the Hierophant is like the Pope, right? But he's also like the teacher, and, you know, it's all about teaching you. I don't know exactly what the lesson is. I think maybe about how to, you know, look in. Then you have the Nine of Cups, which is all about success. I think this is like the Queen of Cups here. This is all about, you know, the emotions, right? About it's about love and compassion. And the Queen of Cups is somebody that's it's extremely intuitive too, right? So I think that once you get through some of the rough stages of the grief, that you're going to be able to get through these illusions here. Because, you know, like, see how, and I have like the weirdest ear ringing right now. This person's like bound and blindfolded. You know, the Eight of Swords, this is all about the thinking too, right? This is, you know, feeling betrayed by the universe. Something's been taken from you. Okay. Okay. That's all I have with that, though. Okay, this is number 41, right? The 555. It's all that change that you're going through. Oh, look at that. I opened it right to 41, and then I closed the book. Whoopsie. Starting over. Yeah. Your heart knows when to leave something or someone behind as you move on with your life. All situations have a loving higher purpose, even the difficult ones that can evoke grief over loss. You don't need to force the pace of your healing, but nor should you hide from your healing process through distractions or by keeping busy. You can only partake of the gift of starting over when you fully acknowledge that what has run its course. It is time to put the past, especially a painful past, to rest. Whether that means simply letting go of the happenings of this particular day or a long-term commitment or condition, only your heart can know in each moment. So tune in and listen to what your heart is telling you. Starting over does not eradicate the valuable growth of your past experiences. It is a chance to begin with a fresh spiritual ledger, which many new possibilities and promise of grace. Be optimistic for what life can be. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's all I have for this group here. So I hope this video finds you well, and I'm going to bid you a good day, and I'm going to send you all my love and life. Bye, everyone. Love and life. That's weird that I said that. Love and light. Bye, everyone. Okay, welcome in group 2. Yeah, sorry. Welcome in group 2. This is part 2 of me seeing the orbs on my walk today, and that your loved ones are, your past loved ones are helping you from the other side. So they're going to give us some information what they are helping you with. And this is an octopus here. So, you know, the 19 breaks down to, I don't know if it's this card or not. The octopus breaks down to a 10. So this could be like the ending of a cycle, or maybe they're trying to get you to end something here. Something's come to an end. This one. Oh, I don't know which one. Let's see here. This one. Okay. Number 38. Here we go. Okay, let's see here. You know, 38 breaks down to an 11, which is a master number, but also it's like the two ones together is like the beginning. So you have the end of something and the beginning of something new. Okay, let's just see what else here is here. Okay. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly. Maybe you're not being truthful with yourself. And maybe you're... Okay. Be who you truly are. What is going on? Hold on, it said cards fly onto the floor here. Look at that. Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. So you're very intuitive. Healing energy flows through you. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Yeah, there's a lot about truth here. Then reaching your destination. You know, I see a lot of this light coming off here. You know, I see how like they're walking in a different direction from... I wonder if you're needing to release some kind of relationship, or something's gone, you know, has lived its course, it's run its course, you know what I mean? Okay, what do we have here? Here. Magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. You know, and I see this guy here, he's got his little, well, I guess it's a basket, but I mean, it's what they would have carried back then, right? Okay, leave that up. I'll put you over here. Okay, this Cicada keeps coming up here, the cycles. Well, the ending, 10, and then beginning, that's a cycle, right? Let's see here. Peace. Okay. Maybe just want peace now. There's forgiveness here. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. You know, I have a feeling that Something's come to an end here. Some kind of relationship of some sort. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. I don't know. Well, journey. Look at that. Yeah, this you're definitely going on some kind of journey here. Number 22, letting go of urgency. Yeah, I think you're walking out the door. Surrender freedom from the constraints. Look, number 17. You know, number 17, they were showing me that a lot. Today with the orbs, they were showing number 13 and number 17. They were also showing me that black cat a lot. I have somebody, my dog is whining on the other side of the door. She never likes staying in here when I'm doing readings. She doesn't like the energy or something. She's weird about it. So I'm not going to let her in. Okay, so you know, with the dog acting like that, I'm thinking that maybe this person's trying to get you to tell you it's not the right time to be doing any of this, because if you notice in this card, look at all the clocks. You have a clock here, 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 here. And then you have the calendar here and a calendar here. Plus you have all these Post-it notes, and you have the, oh, you have a clock there. And also you have, oh, in another calendar. And you have the hourglass here. You know, there's never a good time to end a relationship or walk away. I think you're going to feel much lighter, though. Change in location. Discovering truth. Okay. It's your life purpose. Okay, let's see here. Love. Yeah. Okay. Little beauty's back on the bottom. Okay. All right, so let's just begin with that. That's a lot of cards out right now. So let's see here. Let's see what your loved one is trying to get back to you. Let's see here. The guidance of the octopus. I forgive those who have hurt me, letting go of my pain. Yeah, and you get the love here. Yeah. You had a lot of love for this person. Enter the magic. Live in the now. Seize the moment. You know, you have all these clocks too, right? Seize the moment. And then that card purpose came out. Freedom from the truth. Communicate honestly. Be who you truly are. Yeah, I think this person, you're a mystic healer here. This person didn't accept you for who you were. But you know, this pain that this individual has caused you has propelled you into this healing. So maybe forgiving them for putting you on this whole different path of life. Lo, you're totally protected though. And I started with this card on the bottom. The fairies of protections are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Yeah, you definitely have some this pain has propelled you. Like I said, it's put you on a whole different trajectory here. Well, gratitude, yeah. Letting go and having gratitude and abundance. The pig. Look, and you have, like, this is 19, then you have 1 and 9 here, which is another 19, which breaks down to another 10, or break down to a 1, actually. So this card breaks down to an 11, so you have 111. Could be seeing those numbers. Oh, yeah, just see number 19 here, too. Wow, that's cool. Pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. That's the freedom of truth right there. Oh, the courage. I find the inner strength to face the fear with confidence. You know, when you go through a lot of shocking, because, I mean, pain doesn't come just, you know, like in these little dribs and drabs. Pain usually comes in and it's like a very shocking letting go of urgency. Yeah, it's just like, you know, you need to go. You know, the pain puts you in this, like, I gotta go. I can't stay here anymore. I need to leave. And you have love. Okay, so let me just do it this way here. You know, the pigs and the buffalo, these are very sturdy animals. Like, they're like really stocky and like bulky kind of animals. So, you know, I think maybe that you have a lot of like strength to you because of that. Like, it makes you really well grounded. What's this one? The passion. Look, you got love and passion. Yeah, I think this person put you through the loop. And, you know, you got these colors too of this passion too, and the love here. Yeah, I think you had a lot of passion for this person. You know, I think your loved ones are doing a lot of protect. Yeah, that's why the grief card came out here. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, let's see here. Good grief, look, we're starting off with divine timing, another clock. This has definitely been, you know, I have a feeling that you're going to travel the world, or maybe you should travel the world. Maybe that's what all these clocks are. You know, you're going to be in all these different time zones. Yeah, look on the bottom. It's independence, free, lead, initiative. Yeah, there's a lot about you traveling here. A lot about you discovering your truth. You discovered the truth. That's the truth. There's a lot about the truth here. I think sing, soul, sing praises, performance. What's going on here? Okay, I just got a stabbing pain in my chest here. Hold on. Okay. Okay. There's a hidden truth, hidden thing, secret treasure, tip of the iceberg. Okay, so I think what happened here is whatever this person has done to hurt you, you only know a part of it. You don't know the whole truth. You don't know the whole truth. Yeah, your intuition. Look at this. Like I said, you have really strong intuition. Sixth sense, intuition, your subconscious. Yeah, look, an affairs on the bottom, mistress or a third party. Passionate love, thorns. You know, yeah, this person has really, there's a lot more that you don't know. And I don't know if you even care to know. I think that your loved ones expose this person to you in some way. Dream. Maybe you're going to fulfill a dream. It's going to bring in some kind of abundance, though. You have kindness, and you see all these hearts. You know, on your travels, I think you're going to find a lot of kindness. And look, you have the owl here with wisdom. You know, just like there's owl here. Yeah, you know, I think that I think out there somewhere, wherever you're going to end up or find, you're going to find, you know, number 22 is another master number. You know, I don't think you're just going to discover the truth of what this person has done to you. I think you're also going to discover the truth of yourself, of who you are. You're a mystic healer here. And then on the bottom is prosper. Okay, let's see. There's a couple cards here. These are the tree deck here. It's an ascension deck. They asked me to bring it out for this group. Adapt. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to adapt. My dog is like snorting like a pig back here. Momentum. Okay. You're going to get some momentum here with this pride and courage. Okay, Spirit, what else do you want here? Dreams again on the bottom. There's definitely something here. And then we have bloom. Just breathe. Breakthrough. Yeah, I think that your guides have definitely, your loved ones have, they showed you something. They made something happen so that you would see. They didn't want to give you all the truth, though, because I think they thought it would be too painful. So they just give you the tip of the iceberg, enough to make you go. Enough to make you be like, yeah, it's time. Bye. Look, the sword. Yeah, Archangel Michael cut the cord on healthy attachment, outdated energy. Yeah, exactly, Spirit. That's what this was. Look, and then number on, I did shuffle this after the last reading. The 8th house is transformation, the death and the judgment. Yeah. Yeah, there's all the emotions. This is the Chariot, though. Your intuition knows the way. Again, a wounded healer. Yeah, that you're going to discover the truth about yourself through this. And in the end, you'll be like a wounded healer, transforming pain into growth. My God, Spirit, that's beautiful. Okay, so one more here. Let's pull out a couple tarot cards for you here. And I notice they're showing a lot of these chakra colors. I think you're going to have to realign your chakras because, you know, when you go through pain like that, it's shocking to the system. Yeah, look, so this is fast energy, yeah. Yeah, look, the Lover's on the bottom. Yeah, this came in fast. Yeah, balancing things out. Yeah, it's going to take the strength. Yeah, the Tower. My goodness. Ace of Pentacles, though. This is like planting all these new seeds. Yeah, you're just left. It's not going to be easy, though. It's still going to be like it's a process. You know what I mean? But, you know, you have the Star on the bottom, which is hope. And healing. This is all this healing and hope. And while you're doing it, you're going to be fully protected here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's still something hidden from you, but you know, you see how this person's walking away. Yeah, there's something that's still hidden from you, but you don't need to worry about that right now. Okay, let's see here. We have number 38. Let's look that up and see what that is. I got all of my cards. I don't even know what I got on my cards. Okay, number 38. Let's see what this is. Evolving vision. Ooh. Okay, there comes a time when visions or dreams, look at that, visions or dreams, no matter how marvelous they are, need to be upgraded to meet the present circumstances. There is a spontaneous, wild, and unpredictability quality to life that requires flexibility and responsiveness from those who wish to live creatively, and connected to the endless emanations of divine play. Sometimes we have to grow to meet the vision. Sometimes the vision needs to grow to meet us. The universe is lovingly prodding you to become aware that there is more depth and richness to your divine path than you thought. Instead of one-course meal, a sumptuous banquet is in order. It might seem counterintuitive, but it does take courage to receive it. It involves confronting our previous unconscious smallness of mind or heart. Let smaller notions be stretched by the higher will of divine purpose. Be bold with your openness to what can be. Many new things are becoming possible for you now, and through that, much benefit shall emerge for many. Wow, Spirit. Well, there you go. Like I said, like I really thought that this pain was propelling you into, and you're going to learn a lot about yourself, more than you even knew that you ever thought. But you're definitely a healer. Okay, so with that, I'm going to close the reading, and I hope that this video finds you well, and I'm going to bid you a good day, and send you all my love and light. Bye. Welcoming group 3, part 2, I guess, of me seeing the orbs on my walk today. And your loved ones wanted me to do this reading, and it is about, they wanted you to know how your loved ones are helping you from the other side. So they did show me teardrops or raindrops. I wasn't really sure, with faces in them. and the orbs were all like running around and zooming around and behind them. They were like talking to each other and then zooming in different directions. So I don't know if that you were like stuck and they were orchestrating the universe, like trying to, they were all working together to support and guide you in some way. So with that, we're going to bring out some oracle cards, and I have some tarot cards here for you. And we're going to, ooh, okay. Okay, we're just going to leave that there, just the one, Spirit. It's on the bottom. Listen to your heart. Okay. Protected by angels. The North Star could be very important. Maybe you do a lot of overcoming obstacles here. You can overcome anything. First light. Beginning a new cycle. Yeah, I think your loved ones have created something. You could be seeing rainbows as well. They did something. Your loved ones on the other side, they could see something they didn't like, and they orchestrated some sort of change or something here. Moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Solitude. You know, and the leopard is about solitude as well. Or not the leopard, the Black Panther. You know, they were showing me a lot of the black cat in the very beginning that started a lot of this. And in the first group, like when I saw the orbs, they asked me to do this reading. And when I got home, they had me pull out this deck here, and they pulled out 6 cards. And I usually only do like 3 card pick, but I couldn't do the 6 card pick because my table is not big enough to put all 6 cards. So I did it in 2 groups. But the black hat you might resonate with that in the first 3 videos that I did, like in the first part here, looking on the grief on the bottom here. Okay. Yeah, your loved ones are, they've done something here in the background here to alter your life somehow. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You know, see how Archangel Michael is here? This is Archangel Michael. And you see the sword here and the stone here? Okay. I feel like they want 2 of these here. Hold on. The Death card. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Again, a new cycle. They're talking about a new beginning. They helped orchestrate something in your life here to start something new for you, to get you on a new path or something. And, you know, because this Black Panther is all about solitude, maybe you're spending a lot of time alone. Or maybe this puts you in solitude. You know, I was talking about the North Star, and I was, you know, You could be like a stargazer or sit under the moon or something about the moon cycle. You know, and this new moon that's coming up too is on the 17th. And that's another number that they were giving me, the orbs were giving me when I was out today. They were giving me number 13, number 17. And then when I got back, it was all about this black cat. I'm already done with this deck. I'm going to take that one then. That's this one. Forgiveness. The dog. Okay. Forgiveness. I think you were mad about something. Definitely mad about something. Currents of emotions, yeah, uncontrolled feelings. Like I said, you're mad about something. Something has pissed you off. Even this panther looks like it's ready, like it's not actually panting, because I don't think cats pant, but looks like it's ready to pounce. Beauty. Isn't that funny? This card popped out for I think everyone in this group, the last 3 groups that I've done. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so it's more than enough cards here. Okay, unicorn portal. Focus your light. Listen for a message. What's this? Guidance of the Panther. I honor my own inner light, and I harness my own true power with strength and passion. Focus your light. I honor my inner light and harness my own true power. You know, I think this anger or these emotions that you're going through are going to help pull you through whatever's going on here, because you're definitely protected here and you're going to overcome these obstacles here. Yeah, the moon energy, the solitude. The moon energy is surrender to the natural ebb and flow. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions. Oh yeah, look, current emotions, and calm the emotions that to reassure you that peace of mind is possible. You know, cats have a lot of patience too, because they can watch their prey. They're very, you know what I mean? Like they're really well grounded. They're really stealth. You know what I mean? Like solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. You know, just like this panther, because they're you know, they're very quiet, and they wait for the right time to make their move, right? Pleasure, bluebird, confidence. Wow. You know, the panther is all about the thinking too, right? It's the passion. Something's going to take flight here, though. I think it's your light. Bluebird. You know, they showed me a blue jay, too, before I started this reading. I didn't know what the blue jay, I think the blue jay is means like truth or something like that. The lion, confidence. You know, 27 breaks down to a 9, and 36 is the number of this card, and that breaks down to a 9. Yeah. Oh, they wanted me to do, sorry, Spirit. They wanted me to, oh, look, that was number 38. They just showed me number 38 in this deck here. Sorry. Messed up. Okay, hold on. There's a message in this here for you. Number 1. It's a beginning. It's the beginning of something new. Okay, let's see here. Currents of emotions, uncontrolled feelings. This is your obstacles, emotional desert, number 11. You know, and 38 breaks down to an 11 too. You know, when you have 2 11s like that, that's like there's like a portal. It's like there's a doorway. Inactivity and isolation. So you have solitude, and then you have isolation, and this also represents solitude or isolation, because these animals live alone. They don't live in groups. Inactivity. I think you're going through these emotional, this is the ebb and flow that they're talking about. I think you're going through, you know, moments of no emotions and then currents of huge emotions. You know what I mean? That could be coming in with the moon cycles too. That could be creating, the moon cycle could be creating these like the pendulum swinging of the emotions here. Look, happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. An indecision. Yeah, this is the, that's these emotions that are causing, so you have emotional desert, and then you have the currents of emotions. So you have from one polarity to the other. I mean, you have like the desert's dry as oh get out, and then you have the ocean here. And it's like storming. Yeah, they're saying that you can overcome this, though. You can overcome this. Yeah, you're going through a lot of these emotions. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. You know, this could be where your intuition could be getting confused in these emotions too, right? Travel. You know, maybe, you know, this kind of gives me that 6 of Wands, like moving away from whatever this pain is that this, I honor my own inner light, and I harness my own true power with strength and passion. Okay, there's a lot of emotions going on here, because you even have like the forgiveness here. Listen to your heart, the beginning of a new cycle. Travel. Okay, let's see here. Let me pull out a few of these cards here. Let me pull out the Truth Oracle here and see. Just give me some more. Pet, dog or cat, animal friends. You know, because you have these cats here, but you also have the dog here and the bird. You know, right underneath this dog card was the starfish, which is sensitivity. You know, if you're an empath, you could be very, like, just being around people could piss you off. You could, because you have, like, like, I can, it's just, you have all these emotions going on here. You have passion, you have like your strength, your power, your inner light, you have pleasure, happiness, then you have like currents of emotions and an emotional desert, and you know, you have all this stuff going on all at once. I don't know if you realize that you could be an empath. Maybe it's because you have some unfinished business that you haven't dealt with. It's not over, back and forth. It's what I was talking about, like this back and forth. You're dealing with all these emotions here, and it's part of your healing process, I think. Okay, so what are your loved ones doing on the other side? What are they helping you with? What are you helping with, Spirit? Forgotten person, core, past, old friend. Yeah, there's something going on here with the past. Something, I don't know what it is with the past. Yeah, key people, core of the problem. Yeah. Rest, pause, journey, new beginning yet again. There's new beginning again. Okay, yeah, independence. She's on a horse. You know, this is about freedom. Movement. Okay, I think they want you to deal with this unfinished business here. There's something from your past here that they want you to put to rest, deal with. This back and forth, and I was talking about that ebb and flow and the emotions here. There's something that you haven't dealt with that's causing all of this. You see how this is a different card? This is a special card here. It's a doorway. They're opening a doorway for you, but they need you to get your emotions under control, I think. Or acknowledge them. Understand them. Respect them. Embrace them. And then this doorway will open up for you. I heard them say, get away. Yeah, you'll bloom. Yeah. Okay. Confusion. Yeah. The emotions. Yeah. These emotions are causing a lot of confusion within you, and judgment too. Yeah, and it's a dramatic shift. Yeah. Okay. It's manifesting things you don't want. See, like it has all these like the light and dark kind of. Yeah, this is go into your creativity. Yeah, it's creating a lot of this is creating an awful lot of emotions within you here. Let's see what else here. Yeah, it's a challenge on the bottom. It's time, yeah. Oh, they're saying it's time. Just a little bird. Okay. Okay, so your loved ones want you to look, they brought up creativity twice here. This one on the bottom? No. I think I put it back in, the creativity. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be painting. Creativity comes in many forms. It could be, I don't know, baking even, right? Release, yeah. Yeah. So they're, you know, they have this bird flying and, yeah, they want you to release this, whatever this is. Yeah, communication. Yeah. Yeah, this romance, whatever this was. Look, the soulmate with the two cats. Look, Whatever happened in the past here with this romance or soulmate. Soulmate doesn't have to be a lover either. Look, a new beginning coming out yet again. That's new beginning. Look, and a key. They brought out the key. That's the key to your serenity. Is that serenity? It's solitude. Yeah, they're bringing out a lot about the cats too, and you get another black cat. You might. So this would actually be like the sixth card that I pulled out, though I'm saying like the third group 3 for part 2, but this is, you might actually resonate with the first batch that I did with the black cat. Yeah. This new beginning here, this is this romance that was it. That's, there's a big question, this forgotten person, core, past, old friend. Soulmate doesn't have to be like a lover. Like I said, a soulmate can be like a good friend, or it could even come to you as like a child or something, or like a parent. Yeah, I think you should go to the other reading that I did. So I should rename these. But this would be the sixth card that came out. And the first one, the first two, from group 1 and 2 of part 1. I'll connect all the videos together, but it might help. I don't know. You might resonate with it. Look, light of the messenger, the magician, clear your mind. And what did this card say here? Focus your light. Listen for the message. And this is light of the messenger. North node. This is your dharma. This is your destiny. Yeah. Your destiny is calling you. Your soul's mission. Scorpio. This is the death. Yeah. This is moving past. Fiercely devoted. Yeah. There's something else here. Clear your mind. Light of the emotions. Light of the messenger here. It's a shaky rebirth. Yeah, I can see why it's shaky. Just one more. My dog is whining behind me. In the last reading, she was grunting, sounding like a pig, and there was a pig that came out into the, I think, the lovers. Yeah, finding solutions. Yeah, oh, the violet flame. Transmute that damn energy. That's right, Spirit. The sacred fire. That's that passion, right? You're just probably a really passionate person. This is Archangel Zadkiel and Master Saint Germain. They're healers. They will help, when you're going through all these emotions and stuff, and confusion, they can help. Yeah. The magician, this is about mastering your emotions, mastering communications with yourself. So this is a new beginning for you. So you need to start anew. They were showing a lot of the 1s, the 10s, an end of a cycle, whatever's going on. It's time to move on. Let's pull out a few tarot cards here and see. It's on the bottom. Yeah, look, that even could refer to travel. You have the travel here with 1 wand here. Let's get 2 of wands. It's making some progress. Some planning. Yeah, the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is being like really like a restless. Oh yeah, look, the indecision here. The illusions. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, well, they're bringing that up again. Can you stop doing that, please, Star? The whining is kind of irritating my ears here. Yeah, leaving this in the healing from this. This is moving beyond this. Yeah, it'll bring you into celebration, absolutely. Yeah, you get celebration twice here. And resting, well, just put it to rest. Oh, yeah, look, you got rest and rest right there. Look at that. Okay, is there anything else here, Spirit? No, they really want you to deal with your emotions. Yeah, the death card. They really want you to put that to rest, like it, yeah, and end it, yeah. Okay, so let's go this number 1, which is like a beginning again. Do you need to get down? Oh, this dog. Hold on, I gotta put her down. What's all this whining going on? Come here. Okay, hold on. Did she hurt her leg or something? I don't know what she's going on about. I think she hurt her leg, so I don't want her jumping. Veil of mystery. Number 1, okay. There will be times when we lack clarity. In such moments, the intellect often rushes in to save the day, analyzing what is known to discover what is not yet knowable. That creates further confusion. Look, and it comes right out with confusion here. All these emotions. There is a spiritual veil over part of your life at present. Yeah, we know that here because you're blindfolded, right? You have to use your intuition to sort this out because, even overcoming obstacles with the sword and the stone here. What is being hidden is not something to fear, but something you will embrace in due course. So why is it being hidden from your knowledge at this time? Knowing the end of the story before reading it may soothe an anxious mind, but it also prevents one from growing through the journey. Allow yourself to be at peace in the face of the unknown. These circumstances are only temporary. Your story shall have a happy fulfillment, whether in the way you expect it, at the time you expect it or not. Your answers will come, but for now, the guidance is to be patient. And that's why they wanted me to end here with the rest. And you're the key. You're the key to all of this. Oh, my nose is really itchy too. You might have a really itchy nose. And I know that they're pointing out this quarter waxing or waning. I can't, because there's a waxing or waning here. I can't remember which one's which, but oh my God, my nose is so itchy. I think maybe just spend a little bit of time trying to, maybe some self-help books or some books on like dealing with your communication or something like that. So it'll teach you how to release some of these things, like maybe go into like some psychology or something, and maybe it'll help you, right? Okay, Spirit, this is all I have. And this is all your loved ones have for you. Like I said, the very first card, not in this group, but part 1, might resonate with you. Because it has the black cat in it. Well, the first 2 actually have the black cat. So part 1, group 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm just going to close the reading now. So I'm going to send you all my love and light and bid you a good day. And yeah, I hope this video finds you well. Bye, everyone.